Should be fun. Welcome to the stream, SSR's very own Barkley, who is joining on two accounts because you need a separate one for streaming the game, which is probably something we should have shown our friends. Welcome to the stream.
We're here to talk about expeditions, right?
He can give as good as he can take.
You can. How are you this
Starting
fine
off
evening?
strong.
Oh, is this the wrong stream?
Fantastic.
I can't believe I'm still drinking water. This is not the stream for me.
Give it time. It's not past the watershed here yet. Anyway, as soon as it is. How are you? What are you going to show us tonight? I believe you've got some streams, some pulls to do as well.
That's what I'm here for.
Fantastic. What I'm going to do as well, because you're infamous for your vast, expanded Star Trek knowledge. Is this right?
No,
we have teased you. I believe we have teased you a few times on the forums before. I think as a new crew pops up and you always go like, "Who's this?" And everyone's like, "What?" How could you not know this minor character from a piece of the action? That's ridiculous.
Can't say I know characters from things I haven't watched. You know.
Fair enough. I will save you from the trivia this evening, purely because I haven't
Oh,
lined
you're gonna disappoint Stellar so bad.
Listen, we've had enough people have refused Dax. I think she's already left the stream.
You know what you should do? Just like play like troll trivia and have like 3 Daxes and they're all Jadzias, and then go, which one of these Daxes is dead? And then you can't go wrong.
Fantastic.
Ezri is the best Dax, right?
Yes,
There
thank
you
you.
go.
Finally, someone who agrees with me.
There we go.
So tell us, this is your chance to plug SSR, because you are the fleet admiral of the second star to the right fleet. So how are you guys doing, especially in light of the ISM changes and the sort of the more bigger fleet demands for filling daily goals?
I think our main fleet's not doing too bad. I don't think we've ever missed the goal of 40. If we have, it's just been one time. Kind of participation is light. I think most of our people focus on events and not so much the dailies.
Yeah, you tend to see a lot of SSR folk up on the leaderboard sometimes.
Yeah, on that score, you've won a few events, I think, right?
I've won 3, I want to say.
Okay. And I know
Expedition.
you have a bunch of first to max too, right?
I should be right. I probably have somewhere between 10 and 15, I want to say.
And do you have a favorite out of that 15?
Probably not.
What's the, because a lot of people say like getting first to max is literally, a lot of people talk about like server times and having the right kind of materials farmed and time, and you hear people sort of doing it within stupid times like a minute and a half. Like what's your secret? What is your general, if you think I'm going to first to max this person, what is generally the route you take?
Yeah, the children need to know this. So be good.
The children, right? No, I think most of the time it's preparation, just kind of figuring out what items are crew likely to have and kind of preparing, finding some mules in your roster to kind of get some of those items figured out ahead of time. But then a lot of it is just fast connection, setting your device do not disturb, not getting interrupted. So I think the fastest I've finished a card is just a hair under 2 minutes. So most of the time I do it at work. I just kind of lock myself in a closet and nobody bugs me and get it done there. Where
I'm half expecting you to say that you like plug in like this massive Ethernet connection to your phone and then you like stick it into the work like server farms. So you've got like 5 Ethernet cables connected to your phone and then it's like, I'm in.
I don't think that's how it works.
You go to the network administrator, like, I need these port unlocks. Why? Just work stuff. And you port 443, please.
Oh, I am that guy, so I have that power.
Brilliant. Perfect. Man on the inside. Yes, please share us your screen and show us what you're going to do for us this evening.
Oh, that's right. Let me just forgot which device I was on here. All right.
There we are.
All right.
Here we are.
Just showing up because I can't tell on my end.
You're perfect.
Yeah, it looks good.
Nice and
I
smooth.
see an Enterprise E.
Okay. Sweet.
I see 100,000 ISM.
Yeah, I think you asked me about that,
I
Jay.
did,
I think most of the time I'm juggling other games these days, so I don't have I run way behind on getting a lot of those cadet ad warps done. So by the time the day is done, I'm just not getting around to scan. So I'll just hit 1 or 2 and I'm done.
No, you're the Offerwall's biggest fan, so if you want to plug that as we go, you're more than welcome.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've done quite a few, and most, like I said, the motivating factor is just dilithium, and I think we kind of make it a game to see how quickly we can finish these things off in our fleet. We have a channel dedicated to the Offerwall, so everybody's sharing what games they're playing, what the tricks are, how fast can you do it, are there easy ways to kind of get them done. So I think once somebody posts something that's super easy, we all kind of jump on that wagon and get it done fast. I think I'm probably up to 60,000 dilithium earned so far.
Wow.
I've got quite a few queued up, ready to go for that double sale, that thing that was going on. So I think I've got about 10 offers sitting there waiting to go.
Now, do you know that,
so if I
is
finish,
that offer still live?
No, it ended, but I
Okay.
mean, you have about, most of the offers, you have about 60 days to get them done.
Thinking
So
15
yeah, we
steps
just
ahead, I like
queued
it.
up a bunch. Yeah. So yeah, we just queued up a bunch, and we're gonna get to them as we can. Where are these honor pools?
Keep going.
Well, grab a
There
Tapol
they
while
are.
you're at it.
There we are.
Low
No.
price.
All right, let's see what you
do
get.
this thing.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well.
Founder for Diplomat?
I don't believe you're a big collection guy, are you?
not really.
In which case, Scotty does have a very fetching kilt.
Yeah.
I don't think he
I
had
think
an
this
event
is-
for like the first 2.5 years of timelines, but they've
They
picked
might
it up
be-
lately.
I think that was the big rant, because Scotty's never had an event, and I think by the time he rolled around, that was, people were kind of finally ecstatic about that a little bit. I think the founder was the second goal that I've ever picked up, and
Oh, wow.
luckily I've never added a star.
And you will continue to not.
Yeah, I will continue to ignore. Whoops. I'm not gonna try that.
I'm sure she's anchoring
I
your
was gonna-
gauntlet team, though.
We have just smashed past the $900
Yeah.
donation goal, so I will be doing a 5-star Polestar dive after Barkley section.
Ooh, this
Ah,
is gonna
so
be
we-
fun.
Big donation from Skycap. No message, but I'm sure she donated
Oh.
just to see idle squirms. So.
As she is wont to do. It's her way.
Shins on, right?
Okay, but if he gets Shinzon randomly in that 5-star retrieval, I'll be very happy.
I won't be the saddest.
All right. So we're up one formal Scotty. I'm liking it. I'm liking where this is going. Well, that's an
Ooh,
easy
that
one.
was,
Yeah. No question there, I guess.
Do you have
He's an
exobiology
exobiologist.
done? Do you have that one done?
Exobiology, no. I think I have
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I'm in the last tier, maybe 10
Okay.
cards to
That's
go.
not bad.
something
That's
like
not
that.
bad. You got to start somewhere.
Stars actually has the probe Polestar, so it's only 2 choices.
Yeah, it's Ilea or Nomad. So you go from one extreme to the other on that.
DC Dam says Shinzon and then cite him instantly, and so does Skycap. I will do that for some more donations. I'll make that a future donation goal. If I get
All
Shinzon.
right, let's see what we get.
Oh,
Oh, another easy choice.
Another
Well,
one.
Do you have
To be
Picard?
fair,
too?
you're up on
you know
Idol,
what?
who was getting multiple All Frozen. So
I have a dupe of Picard.
that might be the better
I-
option.
At 1 star, I think. Yeah, it's a good point. I forgot about that.
For gameplay, I bet Picard would do more for you than Anorax, because he's not going to
Yeah,
voyage
'cause-
on your roster. But
Yeah.
and Anorex has no collections from what I'm aware of. Like he's basically an affection pick at this point.
Yeah, that's a Picard for me.
well, the useful dupe.
Every now and then, someone makes a smart decision in this game. And it appears to be Barkley.
Oh, you know what? This could 5/5 my Spock dupe.
Oh,
See, that takes the sting out of getting all frozen beholds is when you're smart enough to start dupe sidle.
So does Archer appeal to you at all?
I don't know if I don't remember if that Archer is any good or not.
Not really.
Well, he's poor on voyages. I think his base tops out at like 13 something with bonuses.
Yeah, I think when he first came out, I think some people were kind of hoping that he'd be good given the skill set that we saw.
Yeah.
But I think when he released, there were a lot of people in our fleet that were disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's like Voyager 300. I think he debuted at like 170. He was pretty low.
Yeah, he was the lowest one to debut at that point, and I think I remember when Paladin immortalized him, and he might have been like the only one to do it on that first day.
Yeah. You know what? I think I am gonna. Sorry.
We are right in the middle of a Spock. Oh, we just missed the faction portion, but
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna use him, but I can use him in the future. I think I am just gonna finish off that dupe.
So what are the event types for the events that you have won?
One was the skirmish expedition, and then the other two were galaxies.
Skirmish expedition,
okay.
Jesus.
man, that
Sounds painful.
Yeah, the expedition was interesting, for sure.
Idle is pretending not to hear you.
We've just had this. No, just an update as well. We're going to set $1,000 for our next donation goal, which will be Stars in Your Eyes, in which we'll perform a scene from Star Trek, which will be decided by chat. So that's going to be the.
I was like, we already did a singing bit. Like, what do you want?
No, we'll set it as 1,000, but I'll do my $900 one in a minute.
Yeah. All right, what we got? Man.
Mirror.
Plus
You
one
know,
mirror or
I think I usually say don't take the 5th star, but I need another. I need another 1/5 card. Like I need a hole in my head.
Yeah.
yeah, and Venom is not that 1 out of 5 that justifies his existence. Like, yeah.
I maybe in the past I would have taken Phenom, but I think now that some of these collections are starting to offer the skill boosts,
Yeah.
not as down on them as I used to be.
And
Well, yeah,
Dorian,
'cause, like-
veteran, and mirrors, so he can maybe get a few event bonuses as well.
Could do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. Saved by the anoraks.
Red Foreman
Yep.
doing good work.
As goofy as his grin looks.
Hey man, he just got his wife back and he forgot 1,000 years of history. Like he has reason to smile like a goof. He's feeling good.
Barks
You
is
can't
like,
hear it,
sorry,
but-
I've never watched that episode. I don't know what you're talking about.
He basically walks off
I-
into the sunset with like I'm walking on sunshine playing behind him. That's basically the context.
I may have seen that episode.
Katrina and the Waves was in Year of Hell.
Absolutely. That's what made that album big.
That was a 2-parter, wasn't it?
That was
Yeah.
It was indeed Year of Hell.
1 point.
Yeah, I totally would not have zeroed on a trivia.
Hey.
Hope yet. There's hope.
There is hope. Just keep reading up
The
memory
true
alpha
question
all
is-
the time.
The question is, what's more likely for Idle to play an expedition or for me to watch something like DS9?
Ooh.
Mm.
Okay, if they did do another expedition, I would give it a second chance, but begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly.
Probably how I would feel. How about DS9?
Oh.
Oh, speaking of DS9,
Yeah, it talked him up.
Wayun is a diplomat, I believe.
I was questioning something the other day. I was like, why? I thought I had airlocked this guy long ago, and I think Demar told me. Remember that time we talked you into keeping him because he's a diplomat? I'm like, shoot.
Now it pays off.
I think they're both diplomats, he and Garrett. But
Gary is?
Yeah. Well,
Is Garrett really?
I don't
I
think
don't
she
know
was.
what is she? She has some kind of collection.
I think she's inspiring or something like that, but I don't see what's diplomatic about getting
No,
a shot
she
of
is a
shrapnel in the
diplomat.
neck.
Why'd you make me doubt myself?
She is a
A
diplomat. Yeah.
diplomat and a hero.
Hero, I should have known better. I should know my heroes better.
Oh. Oh no.
you know what?
Old lady Langer.
Any dupes?
I think I have a dupe of this. Let's find out.
In the meantime, Natima Lang is Cardassian, romantic, cultural figure, inspiring. If any of those speak to you.
Cardassian could get a mega. People have been asking for it for ages.
Yeah, I think when we had that Thrax silhouette, ended up being what, prisoner and interrogator. We thought it might be a Cardassian mate.
Everyone was hoping it would be Cardassian. Yeah.
I could see a romantic collection. Be another 100 threshold.
Do you have all these traits memorized, or do you pull that up?
No.
That's impressive.
Well, both. But it's on data.
They don't call him automaton for nothing.
I posted on another forum about this charity stream, and I said, my co-host stars and got an Automaton 2000. Someone commented, "Automaton, he's a human."
Allegedly.
He's real.
Yeah.
So did you have a dupe of one of the others?
I do have a dupe of that Flux, so I think I'm just. This is why I keep certain dupes around.
Yeah, because he was a campaign. Maybe you had him from that.
Was he? It's possible.
Yeah, he was a campaign for one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not doing too badly so far. I think that's got to be an easy Riker, no?
And Riker's okay.
Unless you want to get Scotty up to 3 stars.
Corona.
I don't remember. I mean, he doesn't finish off any collections. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to my philosophy and not take the 5th star.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough.
So how much do you value event work then? Because the 3 events you've won were not factions. That's why I asked.
Well, I mean, when I do push for shuttles, I'm usually pushing for like a top 10 finish. So every few months or so. So, the cards that I have, if I feel like I need, if I feel there's a card in there I really need to kind of get into the top 10, I'll set it up. That's why I keep a bunch of sites aside. Anyway, so. But usually, as far as the galaxies go, I usually have the gold 5/5 for the max possible boost.
So we've gone from VIP 0 to VIP 100. So, but I think one question we haven't asked is how much use do you get out of your dupes?
Well, let me think of how many dupes I have. There's a lot of good cards that I have duped. I have Caretaker duped, and he often ends up on 2 of them end up on the same voyage. High Roller Cisco ends up being used daily on shuttles, and quite a few faction events, especially Cisco events. Locutus gets on, both of them will get onto voyages every now and then. There's a couple of other cards. I'm hoping Gary 7 starts seeing more use once I've got his dupe leveled up to 5 stars. But yeah, there's quite a few of them that get used. Sato gets used all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of usually keeping dupes, but normally just because, at least in the past, when pulling more, 10 packs, I've figured I'm gonna, there's always the chance, like now, of starting up a dupe and getting more copies, and maybe they'll be useful, maybe they won't be. So.
Yeah.
The ones that I see,
like big bases are almost always useful to dupe, so I can definitely see the logic there.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, if I were to go and look at my dupes right now, I have certain cards that I'm leaving on the side. Like I have a spare copy of the new Adira, the one in the towel. I have Ruafo. I've got a 4 or 5 copy of Determined Paris. I have an extra Evolved Janeway, an extra First Officer Burnham, so definitely decent cards that would see use if they were duped.
And they avoid you having to take crew like Natima Lang, so it's a win-win.
Yeah.
But hey.
Oh boy.
Now there's some trash.
It's not often that I see a card I don't know.
I mean, Sulu's Mirror. That's something.
Yeah, Win is a gauntlet pair. Law is Borg.
I remember Sulu's first event was the Captain's Oath. I think it was 2017, and he didn't even get a bonus. Or his variants didn't get a bonus. So, that poor guy's not very lucky.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he was one of the cards way back in the day. Also, that seemed to be lacking events. I don't remember if fencing Sulu was an event or not. But
Yeah, he's never had many events, but you might get one every other year or something.
When they remember he exists, yeah.
Actually,
I
I
think
think
Sulu probably just for the
I gotta
mirror,
check
like the
this,
other
'cause
two.
I think Win has had as many events as Sulu. Let me double check this.
That's sad.
It's got to be three
I
traits,
think-
right?
yeah, I think Lore is a fun character, and
Hmm.
probably from one of the few series that I've watched. But I do see more potential for Sulu in the future. So
Okay,
Yeah, because he's got a relatively large like mirror sec base. I could see another mirror mega down the line. You could see some use there.
So Win and Sulu have both had 3 events for their variants so far.
That's not good.
so that looks like that was 10.
Are
Could
you
have
gonna
been
do
a lot
the
worse.
Are you gonna do the 10K behold?
I will. I think I saved enough. I wanted to keep
Cool.
a floor of about 50,000.
So are you tempted by Floofy Captain Tribble in the honor hole?
Absolutely not.
No, sir.
I think you're in the majority with that. Most people are looking at that.
That should be the introductory question we ask everyone to see if they're cool or not.
Definitely. Ooh, I'll end it.
Oh, this is a good behold.
Oh, hang on. We've lost your screen.
Did we? Hang on.
Reduced video audio quality may due to the network conditions.
Yeah, contact your network administrator, Barkley.
In the meantime, maybe you could act out in charades of what the characters look like.
Yeah, show us the pose.
Tell us what episode they're from.
Well, there's somebody pointing.
That's so
Okay,
many
that's-
characters. That's Cisco, that's Wesley. That's...
Are they human?
Dexter.
Federation Starfleet?
Is it Archer? Is it Mayweather?
Is it Mako Mayweather?
Oh, we got a pointer in a baseball uniform.
All right, Captain
Besides
Sisko.
Linus Cisco, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got Dahar Master Koloth,
Okay.
Okay.
and we've got Zial, who I have airlocked before.
Right.
Corozio. Do you have Koloth done yet?
No, he's 2/5.
Koloth.
I think that's
I-
easy.
I
Slam
think
dunk
that's the
then,
pick
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Well, on collection, I think he's still top 15 Voyager, so
And he's Dipsec, which is one of the most
there we go.
representative on people's rosters.
yeah. Unless you're a
Oh, there we
DS9 fanatic secretly,
No,
I guess.
No, I think I saw this behold and I knew what I was going to take right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were looking at Zial like, yeah, I can airlock you again.
There's a flex. Awesome. Before you go, was there anything else you wanted to plug or anything else you wanted to say to everyone on the stream?
Oh, but I've got one of your favorite characters.
Oh yes, we're not talking Dragon Ball. Why are we not talking Dragon Ball?
Oh, wow.
Jesus. I need to get some more Dragon Ball
good
merch.
stuff.
I really do. If they released, God,
Well, I was going to see how much we could distract Shan by like sending her Dragon Ball stuff.
it just came out the chat as soon as she said, "Oh yeah, I watch Dragon Ball." I think it was both you and me were just like, "Yes."
We're like, oh.
that's it. The end of it.
Is that the greatest thing to come out of these WRG Q&As? We found out the Shan is
Shan
a
is a Dragon Ball fan, yeah.
Nice.
And now Dragon Ball is officially on topic in the Discord channels.
Absolutely is. At all times, there is nothing to stop us talking about Beerus
Right,
eating a
exactly.
lot of pizza.
Exactly.
Lovely. Thank you very much for coming on and sharing your pulls and having a chat with us. It's been great to have you.
Absolutely.
Anything you want to plug for SSR?
No.
No.
It's like, no, we got enough
Awful
players.
Fleet. Awful Fleet, get out of there.
No, I mean, if anybody wants to look us up in the future, we have lots of fun, and we do well in We've events, and we all support each other. So, like I said, I've been the Admiral for 5 years now, so wouldn't stick around if it wasn't fun.
That's the right way to look at it.
Lovely. Thank you very much for coming, and we will see you sometime in the future, hopefully.
Sounds
Hopefully
good.
so. Thanks very much, man.
All right. See ya.
Cheers. Okay, before we get to our next guest, which will be Sankatse Siete.